Robots are set to replace humans in the workplace by 2050, creating massive unemployment.
Universal basic income may be the only answer to our solution.
Really, truly, this can't be the best solution the world can come up with. Humans have an uncanny ability to be incredibly versatile and creative. While the robot has the ability to be many multiple times better than a human at a specific job, it cannot do thousands upon thousands of tasks like a human, and their creative ability is limited by what we give them to work with. Without human intervention, robots would have no creativity, problem-solving skills, or capacity. Even robots teaching themselves tasks still require parameters to follow and objectives to meet. The creative destruction of automation, the replacing of humans with robots in the workplace, is a real problem for a lot of manufacturing jobs. It leads to plant closures, and small towns built around these one source of income vanish into the Rust Belt. Many, like Elon Musk, believe that robots will completely replace humans in the future, and will have to turn to a universal basic income to tackle massive unemployment. I do not think that we will ever need to turn to a universal basic income for a few simple reasons. We'll cover these in 4 phases, what will happen, and how they will affect the world. First, let's take a look at what I believe is the biggest killer of jobs, to include specifically manufacturing jobs in the United States. This chart here from the Fed's site shows that during downturns, jobs have been hit the hardest. These downturns were created by government regulations and monetary policies gone wrong. This is where I lay the blame. But let's move on from that and tackle the creative destruction that is removing workers through automation. These numbers are not taken from anywhere specific, but it still manages to illustrate the concept. Let's say you have 10 workers pre-automation that create 100 tons of output. We now add automation, and all 10 jobs are destroyed. It will now take 2 workers to create the same tonnage, 1 to run the manufacturing and make repairs, another for administration, and so forth. The economy is now net negative 8 jobs. Now when we look at this chart, it illustrates the demise of traditional manufacturing with automation, possibly scale exponentially without restraints. If automation is allowed to scale, jobs will be created as people are needed to fix, manage, and direct work. This will be assuming a few things. Humans' ability to consume is unlimited. 2, job creation will be allowed to continue at a faster rate than it is being destroyed. The best way to allow this is to fix the monetary system and government flaws that create economic crashes and slowdowns. Some government is needed to create stability, which is the greatest key to growth, but too much government creates instability. This also assumes that the grid is upgraded to support the energy demands. And the last and most important piece is that the people involved are retrained and educated, and the education system is revamped to support this new style of workplace. By this, rather than replacing the employee, you create each worker's output capacity exponentially greater. The key is to get the public to stop doing things that make unemployment, like getting liberal arts degrees. Failure to seek new job skills as jobs are being outsourced, and companies' failure to retrain staff. This also assumes that things like taxes will go down, and allow money to flow into the economy to create the demand for these products. By this way, people will not be replaced, but magnified. Perhaps more people will simply be on call for 15 hours a week and address problems in the system, then press the on button again. The key to humans is their resilience and ability to be versatile, creative, organized, and plan for the future. While robots can do one job many multiples better than a human, its scope of use is very narrow. I do not believe that we will need to turn to a universal basic income for these reasons. This has been Money Recall, and don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.